Thank you so much for joining me today. This installation of Yoga for Beginners is designed to help you move through the practice with a little more freedom. I really hope you love it. If you have questions, ask me, ping me, message me. I'm happy to answer them. So let's begin today with tabletop position. Begin on your hands and knees. Your knees are directly underneath your hips and your finger bones are opening wide. You want to look at the creases of your wrists and just see that they're lining up with the top of the mat. And then take a full breath in and notice as you do your abdomen expands and it kind of wants to drop down to let in more energy, more air. And then as you exhale, it sort of wants to pull in. Can you feel for that? So you can feel that your abdomen is sort of pulling in. So what we're going to do is we're going to accentuate that natural expression of inhaling and exhaling by using our bones as well. And that's going to help open up the spinal column. So inhale, notice as your abdomen drops and accentuate it. Drop down through the middle of the spine, open through the shoulder blades, lift your head up. And then as you exhale, round your spine and pull back as if you're pulling your abdomen in and you're dropping your hips back behind you. Again, inhale, come forward. Exhale, round your spine and pull back. Nice, one more time. Inhale, come forward. And exhale, round your spine and pull back. Good. From here, roll over your toes, lift your knees off the floor, and then pull yourself back into downward facing dog. Separate your feet and let them be hip width distance or wider, so your heels are slightly out to the sides. Your triceps spin down towards your heels, so you can feel that the outer edges of your arms are spinning down, your biceps are spinning up towards your ears. Take 2 more full breaths here. Inhale. Exhale, bend your knees. Come on up to the top of the mat. Halfway lift. Inhale, lean forward. And then exhale, round it out. Inhale, bend your knees. Come all the way up to standing. Reach your arms up overhead. Look up. And exhale, come stand in Tadasana. So in Tadasana, you're spinning your inner thighs back behind you. Palms are facing forward. Typically, you could drop them down alongside you. Typically facing forward, and you're really opening through the chest. Feel the top of your head reaching to the ceiling. Big breath, bend your knees, come on up. Inhale, reach again. And exhale, forward fold and down. Inhale, halfway lift. Long spine, send it forward. Exhale, step to a high plank. Lower down, low plank. You could drop your knees to the floor and lower there. Inhale, upward facing dog, breath in. Downward facing dog, breath out. So shake your head side to side so any tension releases through the neck. And you're just beginning this process of softening in the middle of challenge. Right? So when we're challenged, it's a beautiful opportunity. And I don't say that as lip service. I mean, it's a beautiful opportunity for us to really get in touch with our vision, our purpose, to soften around the edges so that we can access a strong inner center. Now from here, I want you to spin your heels all the way over to the left. Heels spin to the left. It's called Egyptian dog. Your right heel is in front of the left toe. And you can feel that stretches the whole upper side of the right chest. And then come back through center and we'll go to the other side. Sending hips higher. Breath in. Breath out. So you're going to the other side. So feel how you can access that underneath your left armpit. And then come back through center. Press back through your heels. Full breath in. Shake your head again. Just letting go. One more here. Inhale. And as you exhale, come up onto the balls of the feet, bend your knees, send your hips higher, and then step it forward. Hip width distance, okay? Halfway lift, hands on shins. Peel open through your chest and lean forward so you're into the balls of the feet. And then forward, fold, drop it away. Inhale, bend your knees, come all the way up to stand. Breath in. And exhale, forward fold, dropping it all the way. Halfway lift, inhale. Step it to a high plank. You can drop your knees if you like. If you want more challenge, knees are off the floor. Low plank, you're just lowering halfway down. Upward facing dog, inhale, or you can bring your chest closer to the floor and do more of a cobra. You can keep your thighs on the floor in upward dog, but a micro bend in your elbows. And then downward facing dog. Step your right foot forward. Keep yourself on the ball of the back foot for a crescent lunge, Anjali Mudra. So Anjali Asana. So you want to move the right foot over to the right a little bit, and then lift both arms up to the ceiling. Breath comes in, breath goes out. Good. Plug in through that right heel. Maybe you interlace your hands behind you if you want a little shoulder stretch. You're opening through the chest. Lift up through your pinky fingers. 2 more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Last one. Inhale. And exhale it out. Both arms up to the ceiling. Breath in. Hands to your heart. Drop your back foot flat. So you're coming into the warrior 2. Walk your right foot in. Right heel lines up with the inner arch of the back foot, arms out alongside you. So the classic alignment has you looking over your right palm. Doesn't work for everyone's neck. So if it feels better to look forward, do that, right? So it's a matter of honoring where your body is today and just letting it be. You know, one of the hardest things in yoga is not getting your ankle over your ear. It's about not judging ourselves while we practice. So maybe make that a mudra for you. A mudra meaning a way to gesture your body, mind and spirit. So allow that in. Allow in that capacity to be kind to you. One more breath here. Then drop your back hand, spin your right palm to the ceiling, lift the right arm up and back. Very good. And then take your right forearm to the top of the right thigh and nudge the right knee open. Left arm comes up, left bicep over your ear perhaps, or just leave it up, reaching to the ceiling. Feel that stretch. Where do you feel it in your body? So let your body know, you know, that you're feeling it. This is part of the process of yoga. It's why it's, you know, there are many reasons why yoga is magical, and this is one of them. Reach up a little more for 3. Good. 2. And 1, warrior 2, pull yourself back up and then straighten out your front leg. Now take both hands, place them on your hips, walk your back foot up a little bit, and then lift your right arm up to the ceiling and move forward for triangle pose. I would recommend a micro bend in the right knee. As you do this, place your right hand on your shin, open through your chest, lengthen up through your left fingertips up to the ceiling. Move your shoulder blades back and then lengthen the crown of your head forward. So if this feels like a strain on your neck again, look down to your right foot and that will help alleviate it. And give yourself 5 more breaths in and out through the nose here. Inhale, exhale, breath in, breath out. Here we go, 3 more. You always want your hand on something, whether it's your shin or a block, but don't put a ton of weight into the hand, just enough to give you a little balance. Helps the lower back. 1 more breath, inhale. Really good. Exhale, warrior 2. Reverse that warrior. Remember, back hand is on the back thigh. Reach up with your right hand, and then let's go high plank. And knees or no knees, low plank, upward facing dog, breath in, downward facing dog, breath out. Full breath here, long breath out. Feel the sides of your face letting go and relaxing. Inhale. As you exhale, use your abdominal muscles to help press the breath out. 1 more breath, inhale. And exhale, let's go. Left foot steps. Press down through the left heel, lift up through the right heel. So you're coming back into Crescent Lunge, Anjaliasana. So it's a lunge, but you're lifting up, or you can interlace your hands behind you and peel your pinky fingers towards the ceiling. Open your chest and give yourself a moment of thanks for all that you have been through, for your courage, for your strength, for everything that you're doing right in this moment to help get yourself centered so you can be open to receive the love that's already in your life. One more breath here. Inhale and exhale it out. You can reach your arms up if you like, and then drop that back heel to the floor. Back foot's more parallel to the back of the mat. Left knee bends. Warrior two opens you out wide. Feel that left knee traveling wide. So that's important so it doesn't overtax the tendons and ligaments of the left knee, and press down through that left heel to help that too. Engage your left glute. That's your left butt cheek. And then work with your neck. Like, what feels good? Does it feel better to look forward? Look forward. Does it feel better to look over your palm? Look over your palm. So just work with what you got. One more breath. Inhale and exhale. Drop your back hand to the back of your leg. Lift that left arm up. Stretch open through those side ribs. Breathe in and exhale. We're coming into side angle lunge, Parsva Konasana. So you're taking the top of the left forearm and just nudging that left knee open gently so your left palm spins to the ceiling, and then you can lift the right one up or even bicep over ear. Really your call. Keep reaching though and lengthening, whatever you've chosen. Because what you're doing is you're opening through the side body. The back leg spirals in, but the front leg is actually spiraling up towards your navel. All right, two more full breath. Inhale. As you exhale, give yourself some credit for doing a good job here. Give me one more. Inhale and exhale, press. Here we go, warrior two. Reverse the warrior. You're gonna straighten out that front leg to some degree, and then lift the left arm up and reach. Now, a little bend in that front leg. I like to walk my back foot up. It just feels more natural by about an inch. See what works for you. Drop your left hand to your shin. If you have a classic traditional block, you can put your hand on the block. And then, or your ankle, that's okay too. And then straighten out the knee to your degree, but don't pump it straight so you hyperextend. Keep it little micro bend, and then reach up with your top arm, and then press through the outer edge of your back foot and the inner edge of your front foot if that's accessible. And breathe here for 5. Luxuriate in the breath. Let the breath be big. 4. Work with your neck. Does it feel better to look down? 3. Every exhale, you're pumping energy out. 2. Last big breath. Inhale. Really good. Exhale it out. Warrior 2. Reverse the warrior up and back. And then let's face forward. So just turn your feet so your toes are in and your heels are out. Again, you can interlace your hands behind you for Prasarita Padottanasana or wide-legged forward fold. Bend into your knees. Send your chest forward. Tip that pelvis over the top of your thigh bones. And then I like to keep soft knees. And then once I'm in the pose, then you push into the outer edges of each foot and the knees will straighten to some degree. They don't have to ever be super straight. That's not the point. Reach your fingers forward, relaxing the neck. 2 more breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. That's it. Inhale. And exhale it out. Bend into your knees. Come on up to stand in. Really good. And then what we're going to do from here is come into Utkatasana. So Utkatasana, you might show up in someone's class and they'll say, put your big toes together. And I'm going to say, don't do that. Have your feet hip width distance and then send your hips back. When you put your big toes together, you guys, you don't give your pelvis any space to land, and also you put too much pressure on L5S1, you can message me if you want to know more about that. But in the meantime, what we need to know for our pose today is send your shins back, send your sitting bones back. Don't let the knees pop over the toes. You want to send it back. Good, and then reach both arms up. Inhale. Exhale. Good, sit a little lower. Inhale. That's it, hands to your heart. Exhale, twist it out to the right. So you want that left elbow past the right knee. Now something else you might hear in a class is line up your knees. Don't line up your knees, bad for the blowback. So this yoga intersects both the tradition of the practice with science. So really you gotta, work intelligently, people. I love you, don't want you to get hurt. So keep the energy moving, but do it intelligently, do it with wisdom, do it with science. Keep pressing the left elbow into the side of the right thigh and the right thigh into the left elbow. One more breath, inhale, and exhale, forward fold. You can keep your feet where they are, shake your head side to side, sway side to side, and then bend it back. Send your shins back, arms up, inhale. Exhale, hands to your heart. We're going to the other side as you exhale. So keep that right elbow, outer right elbow into the left thigh, and then peel your chest up and open. Turn those left ribs to the ceiling and breathe. Just 5 breaths. So good for digestion, so good for metabolism. Here we go for 3, 2, last big breath. Inhale. Very good. Exhale, forward fold. Separate your feet a little bit wider. Separate your feet, sway side to side, side to side. Just letting it land. Bend into your knees now. Come on up to standing. Stand on your left foot. Pick your right knee up. Now I'm going to take that back. Don't pick your right knee up just yet. Stand on your left foot and really engage the left outer hip. But make sure you're not locking the left knee. So if you engage the left outer hip, bend the left knee a little bit, then pick up your right knee. You can have the knee bent. I'm teaching this basic version. If you know more advanced, go for it. Left hand around the right knee, and then open out behind you. Open the right arm behind you. Look behind you. Woo! Get taller. If you feel like you're going to fall over, get taller. That will help you. Breathe for 3. Very good. 2 and 1. Both arms up to the ceiling. Come forward. Come forward. Look forward. Right knee is still elevated. And then send it back behind you. Ha-ha. Send it back. Tadasana. Your foot looks to the floor. Your toes look to the floor. The chest lifts for 3. There you go. 2 and 1. Bring that right knee back up. Hoo-wee. Here we go. Left hand around that right knee. One more time. Turn to the right for 3, 2, and 1. Bring it back through center. Place the right foot on the floor. Good job. Shall we go to the other side? Stand on the right foot. Same drill. So before we pick up that left knee, we're going to cinch up that right outer hip. That's going to give you the stability you need to help position yourself to balance. And then find something to gaze at, a drishti they call it in yoga. And with that right hip engaged, lift the left knee just to hip height. Take your right hand on the outside of your left knee. And then you have to move the drishti, move the gaze point. That's the hardest part. But lift up. So it's a beautiful balancing twist. Keep lifting, keep twisting for 3, 2, relax the shoulders down the back now. Last one, inhale. Twist and turn forward again. Keep that left knee elevated, arms up to the ceiling. And then sweep it back into Tadasana or airplane pose. So the back leg, back toes point to the floor, palms face the floor. Lift with the chest. Get even taller for 3. Press with that left heel. Yes. 2 and 1. Lift that left knee back up. Take the right hand around it. Last 3. And 2, breathing. Last 1, inhale. And exhale, both feet down. That was so good, you guys. Both arms up to the ceiling, breath in. And forward fold, exhale it all away. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high plank, low plank, upward dog, breath in. And downward facing dog, breath out. Big breath here. Long breath, let it go. Let's come onto our knees. We'll take a child's pose. Bring your toes together, your knees are wide. Reach your arms out in front of you and drop your head. Just 2 breaths here. And then walk your hands back. We'll do one final pose. You can do this seated or lying back down. I'm going to show it seated. And you can also grab a blanket if you have it and pop yourself up on it. If that feels good. So left foot on the floor, right ankle across the left knee. And then your hands are behind you. So with your hands behind you, you have this opportunity to open through the chest, flex your right toes, move that right knee away from you. Can you feel that in the outer hip? They can get tight, you know. So this is great for 3. I'm relaxing the sides of the neck, 2. And the more you cinch this puppy up, the more intense it becomes. Last big breath. Inhale. And exhale it out. Undo it. Both legs straight down your mat. Both arms behind you. Open the chest. Inhale. Stay for the exhale. And let's go to the other side. Both feet flat. Right foot on the floor. Left ankle across. Hands behind you. And then find that sweet spot where you can feel there's the opening in the lateral rotators, the external hip, but it doesn't feel like it's too much. Like you feel like you're just massaging internally those muscles so that they can release the grip on the bones, so that you can have a little more freedom in your hips. They say the hips are the mother of mobility. It's pretty funny. So, but it's true, so we're gonna release that. All right, 2 more breaths here. Inhale. Exhale, navel into spine. Open through the chest. 1 more. Inhale. And exhale it out. Release that. And then we're going to scooch that blanket away for the time being. Take your palms now. Place them on the floor. Fingertips face away from you. And then your feet are a little... They're hip width distance, but they're not right. Your ankles are not right underneath your knees. As you can see, they're a little further away. And then pick yourself up. Keep looking down at your knees, down in front of you. Open the chest a little bit more. Breathe into it. This is reverse tabletop and modification. It's a great one. Keep the core engaged. Keep your glutes engaged. 1 more breath. Lift it higher and release it. Very nice. Lie back down onto your back. Pull your knees into your chest. Maybe you want to do place a blanket or a pillow underneath the back of your head. And then let your feet go wide, arms alongside you. And for the next few moments, just let your body assimilate and receive this gorgeous practice you just did. I thank you so much for practicing with me. I'm going to encourage you to rest for at least another 2 minutes, but I'll sign off here and say